Wowtac has a new ultra-compact 18650 EDC style light on the market with the new A6. The light's running an SST40 emitter in either cool or neutral white. It comes with an 18650 battery, has micro USB recharging, all for a very affordable price. Thanks to Wowtac for sending this to me to review. Hey guys, social media plug here. Make sure you are a member of my Facebook group, you've subscribed to this channel, you like the video, follow me on Instagram, things like that. I try and post interesting flashlight content as well as a little bit of personal life stuff too occasionally. Here is the packaging that the light comes in. It's a very small basic box, nothing new for Wowtac or ThruNite. On the back side here you've got the only diagram that shows what model light you've got in what color. They do list neutral white here as an option for the A6, but it's not available for sale currently, so hopefully it's something that changes in the new year. Inside you get a manual in Japanese, German, Chinese, and English. You get a micro USB cable, you get 2 extra O-rings and an extra button there, and then you get the light and the battery as well, and the pocket clip. This light is made from aluminum and anodized black. The machining is good. The tail cap here is recessed that you can see there. And I think this is a little bit of a missed opportunity. They could have made this flat and put a magnet in there. You've got your lanyard attachment there. You've got some nice knurling. On the inside of the tail cap, you've got a single spring there. You've got threads that are kind of almost square cut. The tube here is directional, so you can only put it on one direction, and that pocket clip only mounts on the rear. While I've got this open here, here's the battery, 2600 milliamp hour, 18650, Wowtac branded, and button top. Pretty simple battery. The body tube and tail cap here both feature some pretty aggressive knurling, and I like this in my hand. It feels good, but it will probably wear on your pocket quite a bit, and for some people it's probably a little bit too aggressive. The pocket clip here is pretty good. I always like that deeper carry pocket clip. This one's good. It sticks a little bit up out of the light, but not bad. The head of the light here features a semi-translucent button here. When I turn it on, it turns blue for a minute, and then it's also used for recharging. It goes red when charging, blue when charged. On the sides here, you've got minimal milling for some heat dissipation and just from style. On the back side here, you've got your micro USB port for charging. It's a standard size. I had no issues with it. And then the cover fits nicely on there and it mostly stays out of the way. Looking at the bezel here, it's all one piece. It does look like it unscrews, but it is glued or something, and I cannot get it to completely undo myself without tools. You've got a glass lens. You've got a orange peel reflector that's wide and shallow, and then you've got that SST40 LED there in the center. I measured the overall length of the Wowtac A6 at 97 millimeters, diameter at the head at 24 millimeters, diameter at the tail at 23 millimeters, and weight with the included battery and clip was 96.1 grams. Water rating here is IPX8 water rated, and that's good for this type of onboard charging port. Now this is a really small 18650 E-switch light for beyond the side. It's the shortest side switch 18650 light I have. The MSR D4 and BLF 3A are both shorter, but by very small amounts. If I throw it up here against the Olight S2R Baton 2 and the Claris E1, we can see that it's shorter than all three of those, and it's significantly cheaper than both those lights as well. The one place I will say the Olight is just a little bit thinner in the body. This light is using an SST40 LED, and in my example here is cool white. A neutral white version is listed on Wowtac's website, but it's never been available for purchase over the past month or so that this light's been available. Maybe it's delayed significantly, I don't know. The reflector here is unusually large and short and has a nice orange peel. The result here is a beam profile. It's got a hot center and some spill. And I don't know if you can see this with my video lights or not, and my night shot should show it, but that center does have some tint shift. It's more yellow-green compared with the spill. Overall, it's a good beam for EDC use. Okay, here are my very cold night shots for the Wowtac A6. Here is half a lumen. Here is low at 12 lumens. Here is medium at 80 lumens. And this is running an SST40 LED in cool white. Here is high at 400 lumens and does a nice job here. Here is medium back at 80 lumens and high at 400 lumens, and then turbo at 1460 lumens. Really a big jump there between high at 400 and turbo at 460. If we go back to high here, we can see the beam profile. We've got a hotter center. Throws decently well for how shallow this lens is, but this isn't a throw, it's more of a general purpose beam. And here's turbo again, and then here is strobe, which is 350 lumens. Overall, pretty wide beam, pretty useful beam. Not bad, especially high value here for 30 bucks. For my runtime tests, I use the included Wowtac 2600 milliamp hour battery, and this is an adequate battery for the price. You could replace it with a 3500 milliamp hour battery of any quality, and you'll get more runtime. Turbo on the A6 is good for a minute 30 before stepping down significantly. It goes from 100% relative output to roughly 28% relative output, 1460 lumens to 400 lumens according to the manufacturer. The light then ran slowly, declining for about 20% relative output over the next 170 minutes. The last 100 minutes or so were slow fade and ran in low and then firefly for a total of 260 runtime minutes. Heat was well controlled here during my first runtime tests, and the hottest I saw the light get to was 93 degrees Fahrenheit within the first minute. The listed lumen output modes are firefly at half a lumen, low at 12 lumens, medium at 80 lumens, high at 400 lumens, turbo at 460, and strobe at 350 lumens. Mode spacing here is okay, other than turbo sticks out here quite a bit. I'd prefer high to be maybe just a little bit brighter, and then medium stepped up slightly to compensate. The UI utilizes a single E switch here up here on the head, and the button is small and a little bit hard to use with gloves or something like that, but with your thumb it's just fine. I had no problems with it turning on in my pants accidentally. It's a simple UI. It shares from other Wowtac and through night lights. From off, long press to get firefly mode. When the light is on, you get low, and if you hold, it'll progress through the different modes. Double click to go to turbo, and triple click to go to strobe. The PWM here, my scope does detect some PWM on this light in low, medium, and high, but my eyes don't see it, and it's pretty fast, so it's not really an issue. Recharging the A6 does have onboard recharging via micro USB-C. It's disappointing that it's not using USB-C as other lights in this category and price class have. Wukanos FC11 that uses USB-C. Anyways, I charged the A6 from low voltage protection at 2.757 volts to full 4.13 volts in 3 hours and 14 minutes at a max of 1 amps. It was pretty constant at the beginning, just out to the 2-hour mark, and then decreased as the battery filled up and finished. I tested the included battery capacity in my XR VC4 at 2,389 milliamp hours out of the rated 2,600 milliamp hours. So for me, the pros are it's a great value in a complete kit light. It's got a choice of emitters. Hopefully we'll see that neutral white here soon. And it's really a small size. The cons for me are it's a missed opportunity to add a magnet to the tail cap. Neutral white is listed as an option, but it hasn't actually been available yet. Low voltage protection kicked in and shut off the light at a fairly low 2.75 volts. And there's a big output drop between turbo and high, 1460 lumens versus 400. It'd be nice if high was a little higher. My conclusion is that the Wowtac A6 is a good, low-price, high-value 18650 based EDC light. Due to its small size and decent pocket clip, it rides well in the pocket. The interface is intuitive and just makes sense. The beam pattern here is good for EDC. It's floody with a little bit of a hot spot. I just wish it had a little bit less tint shift and was a little bit brighter in high mode. But other than that, it can really hold its own. I can recommend this light, but wish neutral white would be available soon. Hopefully we'll see it sometime after the Lunar New Year. As always, guys, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. Let me know what you think of the A6 below. Make sure you're subscribed. If you like this video, pass it along to friends, and I'll see you on the next gear review. Thanks for watching.